Vigazio, what's up guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Spain versus Albania 1-0. This was pretty much the C team of Spain, the bench of the bench. And apparently I was watching the wrong game because it seemed that everybody, and I mean everybody's mama, was watching Croatia versus Italy. And it seemed like it was a good match. I managed to catch some of the highlights. I saw the Modric missed penalty, the Donnarumma save, so it seemed like it was a very, very good match. But I was curious to see this match just because I was curious to see, I was fascinated. Yeah, I could say I was fascinated pretty much with this Spain team, and I just wanted to keep seeing them play. And I was interested to see what they were going to line up with, and I didn't expect to have the whole bench, to have the whole B, C team out on the field. And what a delight that was to see them. Olmos, to see Torres, to see players that I always heard about, like Rimaldo. I haven't seen Jesus Navas. I can't believe he's still playing. That was very interesting. Laporte, Danny Vivian's another one that I always hear about. I didn't know much about. So I was curious to see how well these subs were, if any of them would come in handy in the next games, because this is the only game that Spain is going to set up this way. Spain's not going to set up this way against any other team. So I was very interested to see if any of these guys could be, could be of use, when they're playing against England, playing against who knows who Spain's going to get at this point. And yeah, and I was very pleased. I was very, very pleased with the way Spain played. I mean, that first goal was Laporte. I don't know how he picked out almost, because I didn't even see that. As a spectator having that eagle's eye view, I didn't see that ball coming. I did see Olmo. I knew what he was going to do. I think most of us did. A really good pass as well, and very, very good finish from Torres. Mbappe, take note. That's how you cross the ball. That's how you push in the ball. That's Henry. That's Thierry Henry right there. That's all Thierry Henry. I don't know why Mbappe's been having, as of lately, because he's also good at that. He scored many goals where he's done that exact same play. But lately, he's not doing it. And Torres pretty much gave you a lesson on how you're supposed to strike the ball. But again, Laporte was really good. And Laporte was really good at holding Minaj, who couldn't even turn, who couldn't even hold on to the ball. Laporte was pretty much always dispossessing Minaj. And Broja and Asiani, that got close to being able to score. Broja, to me, was the closest one. And that was in the second half with a very clever free kick that they took really, really fast, and they almost surprised Spain. I mean, I would have just wanted them to score just at least one goal, because that stadium was going to erupt. That stadium was mostly Albanian. You saw the Albanian flag all over. 3/4 of that stadium was painted red. So pity that they couldn't get a goal, but they pretty much didn't do anything. They didn't really have anything. I mean, the transition sometimes, especially in the second half when they made the switches, the subs, you could see that, it did work out and they were able to get past Spain's midfield. But after that, they had a really, really hard time. Just outside shots that, didn't even come close. There was that first, towards the end of the first half, the 45th minute, I think it was. And Raya, that was just to stretch out a little bit. That was just so he could participate in the game a little bit and get some exercise in him, because he had nothing else to do. And he could have gotten to that ball. He could have stepped up to the ball. He didn't need to dive like that. Raya didn't need to dive like that. That's another one. I can't believe he's in the bench having so many other keepers. I think way better keepers than Raya. I know it's mind-blowing that he got a best goalkeeper in the EPL because he got clean sheets. I mean, that pretty much just says more about the defense than it does about his capabilities as a goalie. I mean, he did have a blunder where I think he pretty much just pegged and nailed the hell out of, I think it was Laporte, or by then I think Laporte left, and Lenormand came in, but one of the center backs, he just smacked him right in the face, not knowing. That typical Riot, had that deflected towards the middle or towards an Albanian player, that probably could have been a goal. So I don't really get why Riot is there. But again, really good from him. Almost, like I said, I thought he was really good. Just needed to work on that last finishing product, the finish pretty much. But despite that, I thought he played really well, especially combining with Torres. And then, of course, you have some of the starters that came in, Morata, Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez. And among those, Lamine Yamal could have put himself on the scoreboard with a really, really, really good play where he controlled the ball and got away from two Albanian players. And instead of passing, and I understand the passing made sense, because striking it from there was no way with that angle. The defender was in the way. There was no way he was going to be able to score. He needed to either take the guy on or cut inside to then shoot. But shooting it from there, I don't think he would have done anything. But overall, it was a really good game. And Albania couldn't do anything. They really couldn't do anything. At least, like I said, a goal would have been nice just because of the crowd. That crowd was just begging for a goal. They were begging for a goal to come. Anyways, guys, that's all I want to talk about. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.